Come with me to Lisbon, Portugal for my birthday. Now, first stop, the nail shop, because my dogs are barking. So I'm in Lisbon, Portugal. Today is my birthday. So I'm here briefly, and when I leave, I'm only here for 2 nights. And when I leave here, I'm going to Cape Verde, then I'm going to Senegal, and then I'm going on a girls trip to Tulum. So of course, I'm going to take you all to all places. So yeah. So I noticed here at their nail salons, they don't have like in America how they have you just walk in and it's a bunch of people doing nails and stuff. It's not like that. Theirs all are privately owned, as you can see. A small place. I'm getting a pedicure, and they don't soak the feet. That's very different for me. So I'm gonna tell y'all how this goes. Right now it's raining. You see, I literally got my feet in her lap, y'all. I've never experienced no pedicure like this. I do like for them to scrape my calluses and it to be get a massage. You don't get all it here. So it is a little different, as you can see, but she still did a good job. Look at my toes. So after I left there, I went to Wines of Portugal, which I went here because I heard about it on TikTok, but y'all hoes be lying. So I went here. It's a different variety of wines and you pay a card. I put 10 euros on here and you can get little sips, but the sips are little as hell. So yeah, so do with it as you must. It's a cute place to go. But to really get, you see how little that sip was, to really just experience. I just really came here for the content because after I saw them little sips, I was just too done. I mean, but it's 10 euros. What can you say? Y'all, it's still raining. I got poured down on my hair. Look at this. Because the Uber driver dropped me off at the wrong location, and it took me the longest to find this spot because it's kind of hidden and it's off. Yeah, it's kind of hidden, and it took me the longest to find it. But this is the spot, and I got me a glass of wine. So basically, you it's called the Wine of Portugal's, and then you can do wine tastings, or you can buy a card and fill it up and get different sips of wine, which I did. I put $10 on this card. You put it in there, they pour you some wine. So after I left Wines of Portugal, I went to a botanical massage to give me a nice hour-long massage. It was very reasonable. The place was cute, and the massage was bum. And you know my saying. If I fall asleep while my massage going on, baby, it was a good massage. And it was, because when I got up, all my lashes was gone. Mind you, these clusters, but neither here or there. They was gone and I was tired. So afterwards, mind you, this is my birthday, so I took myself to dinner to a nice little cute little restaurant. It was called Pocono. I think I'm saying it right, but here's the name of it. And then I thought this was some type of seafood pasta, which it was, but I didn't expect it to be so soupy, and I didn't expect those type of noodles. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It didn't have enough flavor in there for me, which I was disappointed because they say the people in Portugal, food is very tasty, but that's neither here or there. This is me coming back to my hotel that night because I went to this little lounge to smoke hookah. So that's day one. I'm going on the African tour. If you know me, you know I'm like super pro-black, and it's supposed to be like a 3-hour walking tour. But I'm gonna get some extra. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it like get some hour on. Yeah, and so you supposed to learn about the black culture and history of Portugal and the city. And if you didn't know, a lot of during the Atlantic slave trade, a lot of slaves went through Portugal, and they did a lot of trading in Portugal. I think over 60 million slaves were traded in Portugal. So you learn the history and, you know, colonization that went on during this time. So I'm kind of excited because I love doing those type of things, and I haven't did it since I went to Bermuda. So I'm excited. Oh my god, I gotta get out here because my hair is really bothering. So here I am in an Uber headed to the famous Pink Street in Lisbon, Portugal. And I'm gonna let y'all know, it is a lot of walking. It's a lot of hills, it's a lot of steps, it's a lot of stairs in this city. So have some comfortable shoes. So as you can see, this is Pink Street. It's a lot of different restaurants. They say it's more so packed on the weekends and at nighttime. So a lot of people come here during the day, like me, take pictures, doing videos. But this is what it is. It's a very short street. So then this is me just walking around the city, taking pictures, just being the tourist that I'm, and just trying to save time before my tour. And so I wanted to go to this restaurant that I saw on TikTok, which was called Mancha Bumbo. Bumbo. I don't know. I'm gonna put the name of it, but supposedly it has good music, good food, and I want to take pictures here because as you can see, it's a cute little vibe. But then when I get there, they tell me they only serving drinks and they don't serve food to the nighttime, and then it's brunch on the weekends. So whatever. So then this is where we met up for our black tour that I'm so excited I went on. It was such a good tour, and I'm gonna put the name of the tour right here. So if y'all in Lisbon, Portugal, I would definitely suggest this tour. You're gonna learn a lot, a lot, a lot. He was such a great tour guide, and he was just very knowledgeable. He's from Gambia. I think I'm saying it right, Gambia, Africa. And so, and as you see in later in my video, I'm gonna interview him and learn about the black history and just about being black in Lisbon, Portugal. So yeah. Right here is when I kind of went off. We was taking a break because, like I said, the tour is long, so we got to take a break, and you could grab something to drink, go to the Catholic church, different things. So I did some little sightseeing, walking around within the vicinity that I didn't go too far. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Lisbon, Portugal, really to me, it's a boring city. It's really not too much to do besides sightseeing and looking at the city overall, but it's not a place that I have to come back. So it was nice to experience it, but it's just not a place I would have to come back. I don't really think I'm missing out on anything. They say it's a mixed demographic, but I really didn't see that here. It was mostly white people here, and learning the history about it. Yeah, it's you're going to learn a lot on this tour. On the African tour, you got to learn a lot. So this is the last stop on the African tour before we went to eat. It's like an area where you can oversee the city. It's a lot of people go here. They perform. They have music and stuff like that. So then when we left here, then we headed to this black-owned, African-owned restaurant that the tour guide took us to. And this was the place. The food was so bomb, y'all. And I usually don't even like African food. Okay, so Senegalese is my food. And this is everybody from the tour. Look at the area. So, this is my last stop. I'm going to go back to my hotel afterwards, take a nap. So, I want to know, what is like the average rent out here that people pay for an apartment?
The average rent, well, depend on the area where we are, but I'll give an example. We are in São Bento right now. For one bedroom apartment, you'll be maybe around 800, from 800 and above.
800 above?
800 above. If you go a little bit outside Lisbon, you may have like for one bedroom, 600.
$600?
Yeah, the thing is that it's been expensive. It's been pricey in the country. So,
So, how far you got to go to get $600 rent?
whoa, consider like maybe like 30 to 45 minutes away from Lisbon.
It's still not bad.
One bedroom apartment. Because if you want a room for 600, you can still find in the center.
No, oh, so if you stay in the center, you for 600 you rent a room, but if you stay on the outskirts, you can get a one bedroom for 600 euros.
Yes, that's it.
So is it like still a good neighborhood?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's still a good neighborhood, but yeah, you need to check exactly where it is, like the distance with public transport. If you're not gonna use a car by yourself, so you need to check all of this. Oh yeah, it depends because the thing is also like every landlord is decide his own price. It can be like in the bush and you're gonna have 600. It's gonna be close to the street or the road. It's gonna be 600. So everybody decides.
So also, Oh, so what are like where do the locals go party? Because online I always see where the tourists go party. So where do the locals go party? Like what areas?
Uh, if you want to see locals, like you mean black people, like
Yeah, people that look
Lisbon,
like us.
you need to go in the outskirts.
Oh.
But at the same time, the outskirts doesn't have all the the hangout areas. So you're gonna see a move of people, a wave of people from the outskirts, black neighborhoods, who come to the city center because maybe like the nice nightclubs are here, the nicest vibe is here because yeah, of course, like they paid for people who come in and play, so they come here and hang out, and in most of the cases they have to stay until above 6 a.m. so that they can catch like public transport and go back to the place because the public transport start at 6. So they stay here until that time, or if they drive a car, they can come and leave earlier than 6 a.m. So they usually hang out in Lisbon.
And last question, what is something about Lisbon that people wouldn't know just from, I guess, the internet? Like if you just researching like I did to things to do and stuff, what is something that I wouldn't find if I was researching to come in here for a visit?
Okay, as a black person,
Okay.
I think that it's important to know that in Lisbon or in the whole country, you see you have racism because we can notice that on social medias or on the mainstream, you have a lot of advertisement depicting Portugal as a very cool, nice, beautiful country, something that is right, but they omit to tell people that there's also an issue here. There's racism, and we can see this through even the evolution of the country in terms of election, in terms of for representation. So yeah, now we're in 2024. We have a lot of neo-Nazis, fascists at the parliament. They were elected just a few weeks ago. So as a black person, when you come into Portugal, the country is being sold out. It's sold on a very positive way outside. Advertisement, reels, posts, everything. Yeah, Portugal, low crime rate, yes, true. Portugal, cheap, yes, cheap for people who come from outside. Portugal, having like a very nice transport system, yes, that's true. Healthcare system, kind of nice. Also controversial, but as a black person coming to Lisbon, be prepared. You can face racism too.
That's funny because when I was doing my research on TikTok and all the black people was like, oh my gosh, like Lisbon's so diverse and stuff like that. But now that I've been here, I don't feel like it's that diverse. Like I haven't really today when we was out, I feel like the black people was in certain areas, but I didn't when I was out today and yesterday I didn't really see black people. So I just feel like it really wasn't diverse how people made it seem like on social media.
Yeah, I would say diversity actually of Portugal is mostly like the in the mainstream. Yeah, it's used a lot to depict Portugal as a non-racist country. Yeah, you see, you can meet people from Angola, Cape Verde, Mozambique, whatever, Senegal, Gambia. Yes, but it doesn't mean that all those people are comfortable here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's diverse in terms of like mix of people, but it doesn't mean that those people are good here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will say from outside diverse, the place, but at the same time, we'll point out something important. When you are American, you have less probability to face racism,
Yeah, I heard that. They
especially
treat them black Americans better than
better
Africans.
than African, because you coming,
It's
I
in
mean,
most
like,
Europe though.
of course, yes. So you come into this country, they consider your passports, they consider your background, and then you're being treated like much better than any black person from the African continent.